Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other nigga got a hip and shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, ho, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, strippers getting naked before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back gay yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
to get with other rap nigga hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still on some hooligan shit. You be rapping by blow, I don't moving the shit. You talk about shooting out, now we're doing the shit. If I hit you in the face, you gon' be suing the shit. And if I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't shit cause I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back gay yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with the 2 guns drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, then you'll be hitting the deck. I got a tool and a vest, I can get some respect. I'ma make it hard for a sucker nigga to flex. Show him this ain't the squad for a nigga to test. Pimp, my nuts too large and we way too fresh. Work well with 9s, AKs, and texts. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna beef, nigga, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back gay yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front yard yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back gay yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the south, T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
We
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy.
Woo! Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other nigga got a hip and shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, ho, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, strippers getting naked before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back gay yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
to get with other rap nigga hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still on some hooligan shit. You be rapping by blow, I don't move in the shit. You talk about shooting out, now we're doing the shit. If I hit you in the face, you gon' be suing the shit. And if I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't shit, cause I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling.
Ornamas, man, just trying to do some tagging over here on the New Mexico Radio Talkshow.com. So hopefully you guys are having a good time. Man, where have we been? No, we've been busy, guys. Been busy. You know, I don't know if you know Hen Dog, but Hen Dog is always busy. It's what happens when you got a promotion company, you got a t-shirt business that you're about to launch, and all that stuff, man. It comes in. It comes in a big package, man. There's a lot of things going on with DJ Hen Dog and the New Mexico Radio Talk Show, and we just got a lot of things going on, guys. A lot of things that are taking place. So if you need a manager, booking agent, promoter, and we do it all, man. We do it all for all occasions, okay? We don't just promote artists. We don't just promote DJs. We promote um, everybody and manage everybody that we possibly can. We take the hard work for the artists, clients. We take the hard work, man, and we handle that for the artists and clients, and just that's just what we do. You know, that way the client or anybody that's uh that doesn't need to deal with all the stress. We handle all of that. So, guys, if you want something like that to help you guys out, you can contact me at 575-626-4308 or hit up the email line at hendogpromotions2024 at gmail.com, or go find us on Facebook at Hendog Promotions 2024. Okay. Um, we're doing a lot of things. So we got a lot of artists coming in on our show. We got a lot of talent, a lot of great talent. If you want advertisement, you want to sponsor the show, contact any one of our lovely hosts on the show. And like I said, guys, we put everything out there. We got a lot of different talent on our shows. We've had a few models on our show. We've had a few artists on our show, of course, right? Because that's what we do. We've had a few realtors on our show, and we're explore band, and that's just what New Mexico Radio Talk Show does. Is we put everybody out there, put everybody on the map. Rather if you're a big star, a small star, it does not matter. Of course, we love doing upcoming interviews with young talent that's getting out there. Doesn't matter if you're in the music business or if you're fighting or if you're got your own business. We like putting everybody out there if you're just up and starting, right? And we love having the legendaries on here too as well, you know. So like I said, we branch out all over. So we're broadcasting tonight's show on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Roku TV. All right. So follow us on all the social media platforms. If you want New Mexico Radio Talk Show to be a part of your event, please get in touch with myself or any one of our team members. And we're lovely to travel to a city near you. I mean, of course, you know, you gotta pay us to get it there, right? I mean, nothing in this life is free, right? Also, want to give a shout out to a good friend of mine out of the Lubbock, Texas, West Texas area, man. Beautiful La Reina is in La Casa. Gonna talk to her next week, next Wednesday. Just set that up over the time period that we just had here. But I do want to welcome in a good friend of mine, man. I met her at a boxing event. And this is what's cool, man. When you go to events, it doesn't matter if we're the DJs at that event or if we're the podcasters streaming it on our platform at the event. This is how cool these events can be, because you know you're walking out, people are mingling around. You know, a lot of events got VIP sections and regular sections for people, right? But when you're leaving and you're mingling with people, there's times you meet some big people, little people, you meet all kinds of people, right? And you hear a little birdie, hey man, I need to interview that person, or you catch a wind, and it's a famous person, right? And you want to bring them on your show, and that's why I like doing events. Even if I have to pay to get into the event or whatever it takes to get to that event. I like going to events because you never know who you're going to meet in person. or how are you going to get in contact with somebody so you can bring them on your show? And of course, this person is all the way from out of town. Of course, all our people that would bring on our shows are from out of town. Um, but like I said, guys, we can stream, we can make things happen. But I do want to welcome in a good friend of mine. She is talent. She's got a fight in a couple weeks, man. Hopefully, I'm able to make it to Chuco Town to go check it out, and I'll let her give you more of the information of what's going down. But yeah, sorry guys, we're doing some. I'm tagging everybody here that I possibly can. I'm gonna walk him in. La Bikina, man, all the way checking in. What's going on? She's a boxer. She does
Hello.
it all. Welcome to the show. I know you just got out of training. I know you just said that a while ago. Before we got on the airways here, and we want to say first and foremost, thank you for your time to being here with us because you could still be practicing, training, putting in that conditioning, for your upcoming fight. But like I said, thank you for taking some time out of your busy schedule to come and hang out with us.
No, thank you for having me on. There's guys like you that you guys spread that publicity around, and I think it's really awesome.
No, it's a lot of work, because you got to
Yes.
schedule it with the client or the guest, and then you got to work around their time schedule. I mean, yes, we do have a set schedule, 7 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock Texas time, but we work around the client's time or whoever we have. We work around their time because they're taking the time to come on the show with us. So we gotta negotiate, but it is a lot of work, getting all this set up, getting it all together. So, but first and foremost, so tell us who you are and what is it that you do?
Well, I'm Naeli Lavikina Rodriguez. I'm a professional boxer. I'm the current UBO Intercontinental Champion, and I'll be fighting next week, July 18th, here in El Paso at the Coliseum for the UBO World and WIBA World title.
Wow, a la modis. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got a professional boxer in our studio here, guys. Like I said, we interview small people, big people, little people. We do it all on our show. But we got a big star right here, La Bikina, man. She is a professional boxer. As you can see, she's got a title right there as her picture. It was kind of ironic when I asked her in Las Cruces, New Mexico, is where I met her at a boxing event. She
Oh
did a
yeah,
couple
there are MMA fights.
at an MMA fight, right? Yeah, that was an awesome lineup, awesome card, right? And you can't miss her, right? When they announced her, over the PA, and I'm like, well, how am I gonna get down to the bottom to get her on the show? Of course, I had my wireless mics, but I didn't want to. She's out there mingling with her family, friends, and enjoying the show, just like everyone else that was out there at that event. Um, but I was able to approach her and get her contact and get her on the show. And when I asked her for her picture, she sent me the most up recent picture with her belt. And so tell us how you got started into wanting to be a boxer. Did somebody in your family? How did you get started, or what motivated you to become a boxer, or what you're doing?
So my dad would train, the guys, my siblings out of the backyard, and that's how it all started. And initially, they didn't want me fighting, but I convinced them, and out of all my siblings, I'm the one that stayed fighting. So that's how it all started. I was 8 years old.
Wow, 8 years old. And that was your first. When was your first fight? First fight at 8 years old, or is that when you
No,
started?
I started at 8 years old, and then a few weeks later, I got my first fight, and I had just turned 9. So,
Wow.
but
How, how
oh, sorry.
how intense was that to be only 8 years old, and in a few weeks later you're fighting your first bout?
You know, I was I wouldn't say intense. I think it was just like exciting. Like I was just a little girl, like doing what she loved. And it's just crazy because my parents didn't want me boxing, and they're my coaches, right? And they
Right.
didn't want me doing it, and now I'm a champion, so it paid off.
No, of course, right? I mean, I'm sure it's hard for them now, right? Even to this day, seeing you fight, get beat up or get those or beat somebody else up, right? I mean,
Yeah, we don't get beat up around here.
no, but the cool thing is, they're your coaches, right? And they've been able to see
Right.
you succeed in an awesome career at a high level, and especially you're doing something that you love to do. You're doing it. Yeah, you're getting big bucks and big payments, that's not how it all works. But you're out there doing something you love to do. You're passionate about it. You started at 8 years old, got your first bout in a couple of weeks after that, right? And you're just doing your thing, and then becoming a pro at it, and a lot of people are like, well, what does a pro mean? Well, come on now, So, I mean, you're doing, like I said, you're doing things at a high level, and you're doing something that you love to do. Um, what does it feel like to be a champion and defend that title against some tough females out there?
You know, as for me, I am proud of what I do, and I'm very passionate what I do. But I am still not satisfied because I know my goal. I want to become a world champion. I want to be undisputed, and once I know that I'll get there, that's when I'll be like fully satisfied and fully like, okay, I did it. But for right now, I'm proud of who I am and what I'm doing, and I'm just enjoying the journey of it, and one day I'll have all those belts for sure.
No, of course, right? Everybody has dreams. Everybody has a career. Everybody has goals, right? And I mean, there's some goals, there's some stuff that I'm not satisfied with either, but we're here, we're doing it, right? And so are you, and you're gonna keep doing it until the wheels fall off, and until doctors say otherwise, hey, you know what, Bikina, you can't fight no more. Or until your coaches say, hey, you know what, you already reached the top, you're gonna have to, hang those belts up, right? But you're continuing to do what you love to do. So you got any inspirations, that you follow in boxing? Doesn't matter. I mean, doesn't have to be in boxing. It could be in MMA, it could be coaches, trainers, anybody that you look up to.
I look up to my parents, and each of one of my family members, like my siblings, even my cousins, my aunts. My family's my everything, and I admire and look up to each and one thing of each of them. And of course, there's a lot of things that I can say about my family, but I think
Right.
my biggest inspiration is my family.
And that right there in itself is probably one of the best inspirations for anybody out there, because if you don't got the family support, um, it's tough. Of course, yeah, you want all your fans out there to support you as well, right? When you do these events and do these boxing expos and whatever you're doing, you want your fans to support. But if you ain't got your family behind you, rather if it's your coaches or just family period, it can be brutal, because you want your family to support your career, support what you're doing. And of course you get those family members, wow, oh my gosh, she's performing over here, she's boxing over here, right away they're hitting you up for pre-tickets. Hey man, can you give me the VIP section? And it's always those family members, right? They
Yeah.
want the free way in instead of wanting, to support the cause event, to get in there. But like I said, family is where it's at. And look like you got a good family, they're supporting you, what you're doing. Doesn't matter if it's
Yeah.
they're your coaches or if they're family down the line, liking what you're doing. So what is a preparation that you have to go through before a big fight, a small fight? What is the preparation that you have to go through?
So I every morning I do my runs, and then my strength and conditioning, and of course the boxing. My mom is my strength and conditioning coach, and my dad is my boxing coach, and they always get together and they try to perfect things that needs to be perfected, of course. And my dad, watching me in the training and stuff, he talks to my mom, hey, I need you to, you know, build her like build her to be more explosive. I need speed on her. I need footwork. I need so they work together in that, and I just pretty much show up and do my job, pretty much. But I'm just really lucky that I got a good team behind me, that guides me to be successful because A lot of people don't know this, but my last fight, I mean, of course, I won. I won the UBO Intercontinental title,
Right.
and but it wasn't my best camp. It was by far the worst, and it wasn't because of my parents or it wasn't because of me. I just I was only allowed to do what my body was allowing me,
Exactly.
fortunately. So I it was like all mental, and I I pulled it off, and us as a team, it was of course my performance wise wasn't my best performance, but I mean I got it done. I can assure you, if they had 100% Bikina, I would have been a different story for sure. But I still got it done. I showed what a warrior I am, and I can overcome anything, and that's like the great part of having a great team behind you, because even when you're at your worst, you can still pull things off having the right people right behind you.
Of course. And, and I mean, because there's times where like, I mean, it's different in the boxing field, MMA field, and because like I said, we do a lot of interviews with different guests, right? And we do a lot of Tejano stars, and like I said, we have some movie stars on here. We had some models, of course. They got to be appropriate on the show, because I got kids and stuff like that tuning in all
Right.
over, you know. And the thing is, it's a little different, right? When we do these interviews, and um, but we try to, to get the insights of like, what is it like to be a boxer? I mean, how does it feel? Because there's a difference, with the training, doing it, going for your dream, going for your goals, versus getting out there to the streets, and mind you, you're a professional boxer, right? So you can't, go to the bar, go to the club, or go to the convenience store, and somebody, pop off. You gotta look about, you know okay, my hands are deadly weapons. You know how bad you can hurt somebody, versus somebody somebody in the streets can hurt somebody too. But
Right.
you're professionally trained, professionally coached, and you go out to these places, somebody can tick you off, bump into you mistakenly or whatever, and something may be going through your mind, and you flip. I mean, there's just a lot of consequences when you're professionally licensed and professionally inclined, so that's what it takes a lot for like yourself as a boxer, and anybody that's in the field takes a lot to keep your calm, keep your cool, and because when you're at your worst, things can happen. You never know. People don't know what goes around in
Right.
the gym, or when you're doing your morning runs. People don't know. The only person that knows is yourself. So people don't understand all that. So like that's why we do these interviews, to make it out there to all the fans that listen in, and that are following you. So we're looking forward to seeing your success, and we're loving your success because, like I said, being 8 years old, starting out, right, being such a young star, and then doing your first bout at, you know, 3 weeks later, right, and then continuing. I mean, you're reaching your dynamics, you're reaching your goals. You want to continue to physically get to those goals and get those belts, and then you could tell, your kids, and they can go down the line, and there's up and coming talent. I'm sure you see it at all these events, whether if it's MMA or boxing or jujitsu, whatever they're doing, you see it.
Right.
And you can, start your own gym, start your own class, and do your own thing, put something out there for the kids out there, because there's a lot of talent. I see it all the time. Just like at that MMA event in Las Cruces, some good lineups, right? A lot of good lineups. Um,
Oh, absolutely.
some
Yeah,
talent,
it was a great
some
night.
talent, right? So, but yes, you're going to doing your thing. Um, who's your biggest fight that you've ever fought?
It was last year November. I fought against Diana Bonita Fernandez. She's the number 2 in the world, and I fought for the WBC silver world title.
Wow.
And that was only my 8th pro fight. Mind you, she has 40 plus fights. So
Holy crap.
yeah.
And now we're talking, some boxing and terminology, right? And there's a lot of people that follow you, right? And from all over, they're seeing what you're doing. But to get that, that fight, there's a lot of people that want that fight, because you just said she's number 2 in the world. and she has 40 plus fights, and you've been able to take that challenge, and and they're like, well, how did she get that far? Well, you put in the work. I mean, right now, shot you a message. You're like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm busy. I was in the gym. I'm in training. You're putting in your work. So that's how you get to those fights. You put in the work. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
it's not a hop, skip, and a jump. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna call out. I mean, of course, you put it out on social media. And that's what's cool about social media right nowadays. I mean, you see boxing on TV. I watch it all the time too. The boxer, they win or they lose or whatever, they freaking call the person out, and it reaches trends. It starts trending down Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all social media. And then the owners of the boxing world or MMA world, they start calling to your team, say, hey, do you want to get in on this event? So, like I said, you put in your time, you put in your work. That's how you're able to fight the number two boxer in the world for the title. And that's cool. That's awesome.
No, yeah. It was also, I wouldn't say risk, but it was a great opportunity. It opened up doors for me for sure. I'm the type of fighter that I don't duck anyone. Because I do believe you want to become the best, you got to fight the best. And I'm a firm believer that God's going to put you in certain situations to either better you or for you to learn. And because I don't believe in losses, you learn. The only time you lose is when you give up.
And sometimes, well, I have never been in like in boxing form, right? Or I never been in MMA type form, but I see some of the shots they take. I'm just like, man, that hurts. I mean, and me, I'm in the stands, right, watching, rather if I'm live or watching on TV. I'm like, really, you're really gonna, say, oh, because you just got hit. But I'm like, man, just got to think, okay, that shot probably did hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just a little guy sitting at behind the scenes over here, just looking, and I'm just like, man, that shot really didn't look like it hurt, but I said, I bet it did. If
Yeah, punches do hurt, but I mean that's what we're trained for. You gotta. I do say you gotta like to get hit, you know, because you can't be in this and not expect to not get hit.
or how could you say? Well, it's just like somebody talking crap, right? I mean, some people do it to a certain extent, of course, right? And it just follows. Some people take it seriously, some people take it as a joke. But you know your limit. You know your limit. So if you're a joker and you're carrying that conversation and you can't handle it, don't even do your talking crap or your joking, because what's the point, right? So it's the
Right.
same thing in boxing. Like if you can't take a punch, I mean, it's not for you. And but there's people, Bikina, there's people that think they got what it takes to be a boxer, and they try out for a month or so to lose the weight, to get into training, and then they see the big matchup, and they know the guy or the girl's got a height advantage or reach advantage. They're like, oh, I'm out. This is not for me. Especially when they got to cut weight, they got to leave the bread, they got to leave the tortillas, they got to leave the cerveza. I mean, that's the downfall, right? I mean, we all love Mexican food, right? We all love Mexican food. So when you got to cut out all that, eat, healthy, eat protein, do the right meals before a fight. I mean, there's a lot of process becoming a boxer. It's not just saying,
Yeah.
"Okay, I'm gonna join."
Boxing's a humbling sport, I can say for sure.
Well, we were just talking about this earlier, and I was just talking to the family earlier. They say um, a lot of people join MMA or boxing just for the cardio and but then the coaches and the gym owner or whoever, they see that you're progressing in the gym and you're losing weight, you're cutting weight or whatever. Then they're like, "Hey, you want to fight in a fight?" And you're not really wanting to fight, but you wanting to use it as gym practice, and but it is one of the ones to lose weight, and because it
Uh,
because you're with the right coaches, depending on what gym you're affiliated with. Um,
right.
Or if you got your own gym, of course, like you probably got your own gym, your own thing.
Yeah, I
Like,
do.
but like for the boxers or the MMA fighters that don't have their own, that they're going to a gym, that they're going to, of course, they're gonna want to go to that because they want to join it. But at the end of the day, they don't want to take the beating or take the. So I'm just like these people, man. It's kind of crazy, but yeah. So me, wow, I got to lose weight, guys, if I want to be in a boxing match. No, just kidding. I got First of all, I got to take a punch. I've had people ask me, they're like, "Do you want to join? Do you want to do this?" I'm like, "A la máquina." I said, I, I don't know if it's for me.
Right. Yeah, boxing's very humbling, but it's a great workout for sure.
So for you, I know there's a lot of talent out there that are watching out there. So, what advice can you give somebody that's wanting to become a boxer or in the MMA field or trying to reach their goals or trying to reach their dreams? What kind of advice would you like to give some young talent that's listening in out there?
Just just do it. Sounding like a Nike commercial. No, but really, like I just say just go for it. My dad always, well, my parents always told me, fight for what you believe in, and if you believe that you can, become a champion, you believe that you can accomplish certain things in the combat field, then do it. We're young once, and just take advantage of the time that you got now, and take advantage of every opportunity, and that's what's gonna allow you to advance in the combat field. But I do say, you want something, go get it. Nobody's stopping you but yourself.
No, it is. No, it is a dream, man. I mean, it doesn't happen overnight, right? And I mean, who knew that you were going to become a champion at such a young age and become a pro at such a young age, you know? Um, I mean, of course, you how can I say it? It's not that you didn't know that. You put your mind to that. You focused, put your mind right. Um, you trained very hard, and look where you're at now.
I just, since at a young age, I always knew what I wanted, and and I do say it's never too late at any age to get into the combat field, or in anything in life. If you really want something, go after it, fight for it.
Yeah, and just to touch on that, man, La Bikina, here's the thing is there's a lot of people that want everything handed to them, they want
Right.
especially like even in the field that I'm in, they want these awards handed to them. I mean, where would they be if you just sign up and say, "Hey, you know what? I want this award, bam, here." And the same thing in the boxing field, in the combat sport, right? Oh shoot, I want this welterweight title. Okay, here you go. I mean, that's simple, right? But at the end of the day, what do you gain out of that? When it's handed to you, knowing that you didn't really work hard for it, all this hard sweat, work, tears, everything that's been put up throughout the gym. And of course, like I said, you got to cut weight. I mean, if you want
Yeah.
to fight heavyweight, you gotta get to heavyweight. If you want to get to welterweight, you got to lose weight. I mean, depending on what weight limit you're at. I mean, the thing is, everybody wants everything handed to them, and I see that all the time.
All right. Yeah, everyone wants things handed to them, but nothing is. I always say nothing's overnight, and everything is earned. You can't get something handed. I mean, you can. I mean, you can get things handed to you, but at some point, the truth is gonna come out, and when it comes out, it's not gonna come out in the nicest way. And so, I just think that you can't expect things to be handed to you. You got to earn it. And anything that you do in life, you can't just walk in somewhere and be like, I'm a champion. No, you got to walk in humble in everything that you do. Because there's a lot of people that they believe, oh, I got a pretty face. Oh, what's it called? I have all the followers. Oh, I have this, I have that. No, you got to put in your work. You know, and anything in life.
And everybody, and to touch on that real quick, Bikina, here's the thing. They're like, Ken Dog, you're so popular. You got a podcast. You got all these followers. Well, yeah, I busted my tail for it. Um, And then a podcast. Everybody is nosy, man. They want to see what's going on, so they're going to tune
Right.
in. Even if they're not watching right now, they're going to watch later on Roku, YouTube, and then on my Facebook. They're going to watch it later. I already know that, Um, but to be honest with you, my 6,000 followers, that comes from everybody following, seeing what I'm doing, seeing the hard work that I do. And the thing is, too, is like I help people out. Like yes, I'm a manager, promoter, booking agent, music distributor, doing the whole works, right? Started my own t-shirt company here pretty soon. Just doing a lot of things. And to get those things going, it takes a lot of encouragement. Um, because it's a lot of work. You
Right.
gotta have everything together. But I'm here to help everybody possible. Like if you wanted to start your own podcast and you're like, hey, how do you get it going? Hey, I'm gonna call you and say, hey, this is the website to use. I'm gonna help. You're not gonna take my business or take my
Yeah.
clientele. I'm here to help.
Right.
And the main point of this interview here, I am not here to gain all your followers. um I'm here to help you. I'm here to get my followers to support you and what you're doing, your journey, your career. That's what I'm here to do, is make sure people. And there's the event, man. There's the event, El Paso, Texas, July 18th. There it is. I got it up there for you guys. That's the event you want to be at. That's in the next week or two, something like that, man. You're going to see La Bikina take on a person very well known out there as well, too, guys. Be sure to go check it out, man. Tickets, man, you can find them online. When I get the ticket website, I'll share that to you guys on social media. But we do want to see everybody out there in El Paso, Texas, guys. I'm gonna try to make it to go see you guys out there, La Pequina. I'm gonna see you take on your opponent, and I told you, I hope you win. I'm going for you. Um,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
and we got all the high energy over here on this side of the town, here in Roswell, New Mexico, and we're looking forward to seeing what you're doing. What is your record of wins and losses?
I have 7 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw.
Man. So how can I fight? No, just kidding, just kidding. Kidding, just kidding, just kidding. I gotta give you a hard time. I gotta give you a hard time.
It's all
Um,
right.
I know you got this event coming up. Um, is there any boxer out there that you're looking to fight next, or that you see out there that you're looking to be on the next card?
As of right now, I'm just focusing on this fight. My mind is on this fight, and I got my promoter and my coaches doing all that for me. So I show up when I gotta show up, and I show up and I show out, pretty much. So that's all I gotta do. But for right now, my focus is July 18th. And like I said, I'm a warrior, and I don't duck anybody, and I'm ready for war. So
No, I like it. I like the enthusiasm here. So how did La Bikina, the name, come out? Who gave you that name?
so when I was well, initially my name was Sweet One, but since I started my career in Mexico, they didn't like the Sweet One, and this man told me, "No, we gotta change your name." So he was playing the song "La Bikina" by Luis Miguel, and there's some parts in the song that he liked that he's like, "That's you." And then he was also telling me about a legend in Chihuahua of this racehorse. She was the fastest horse in Mexico, one of the fastest, and they would call her La Bikina. And so relating like my speed in the sport and then the song, that's just how they birthed my name.
No, that's pretty cool. And that's real catchy. You don't see that too often, right? That you
Right.
get a name from somebody else, or yeah, yeah, it goes to the drawing board. It goes to the drawing board, of course, right? Because your family's got a name for you, and then your coaches, and then if you got a boyfriend or a husband or even friends out there, you get something out there and say, hey, put
Right.
this out there. You put it on the drawing board, and whichever one you pick, man, and that's gonna be your stage name out there, so people know that's what they know you by. Like, it's
Right.
crazy because I'm Hen Dog, and I'm like, when's the last time I be called Henry? Other than my mom getting mad at me, that's
Right.
the only time I hear that name. Who don't really physically know me as Hen Dog, they go by my real name or my actual birth name. But
Right.
make a long story short, my brother-in-law gave me that name. I've been called that since I was little. And when I became a DJ, I said, you know what? I'm gonna trade stamp that. I'm gonna make that, legal. So somebody goes and puts it on a shirt or whatever without my consent. Well, I can get them for copyrights. But so that's my little stage name. So but yeah, so we're looking forward to seeing you July the 18th, man. It's going down at the El Paso Coliseum, man. That's going to be a big event. The Bikina's going to rock the house, guys. Going to rock it. She's going to knock out her opponent. I'm gonna call it out there. I say the first round within freaking 15 seconds. Man. I'm gonna call that out there. Um, may call my bluff, but that's just what I'm gonna go with. She's gonna knock out her opponent in the first round within the first 15 seconds with a one punch knockout. Man, be like what was it Muhammad Ali with the one finger uh power punch or the one punch?
Yeah.
No, but no, like I said, I love what you're doing, La Bikina. I love all the success you've been doing, since you started your career. What an awesome talent you have behind it.
Thank
Your,
you.
your parents raised a beautiful young talent. I mean, of course,
Thank
they didn't want you to get a few bumps and bruises. They didn't want you to get your pretty face touched, but look where you're at now. You got a
Right.
belt. You're a professional boxer. You're doing your thing. You're doing what you love to do. Like I said, looking forward to seeing you. What is one thing that you like to do when you're not in the gym or when you're not preparing for an event or a fight? What is something that you like to do on your downtime?
Just be with my family, pretty much. Hanging out with my family. That's what I like to do. Because other than that, boxing is my whole world. I'm an official and for the amateurs, so I judge and referee fights. And now I'm getting to the commentating in MMA. So everything just revolves in the fighting world for me. But on my free time, I do love to be with my family.
Oh, that's good, right? And how hard is it, right? When you see these talented boxers, doesn't matter if it's male or female, and they're young talent, right? But how hard is it as being a judge and you see a blow after blow or a cheap shot, and it's a boxer that you like or it's somebody that you want to see be good at, right? And you got to deduct it on the card sheet, and I mean, not that you want to, but you see it out there, so you gotta put that little check, say, hey, you hit below the belt line, or 'cause there's a lot of boxers that do that. I see,
Right.
and I'm from the grandstands, I'm from the nosebleeds, or I'm watching it on TV. I'm just like, wow, did he just hit him right there? And the ref didn't see it, or the judges didn't see it. And then when I hear 29, 28, 27, 28, I'm like, how did the heck did they score this scorecard? I mean, nobody's perfect, right? Nobody's perfect at what they
Right.
do, but you can't catch everything. But how awesome is it to capture all that? And like I said, you're doing all this because you got the passion for it. And there's people who don't even got a passion for their regular job. So for you to do this, on your off time, go do the commentating and go doing judging. Um, how do you feel about doing all that?
Well, I love it. Keeps me busy. I love what I do. I'm blessed to with these opportunities, and I'm just thankful for the people that I'm surrounded by. The combat communities. I mean, of course, just like anything, there's haters, but there's also a lot of people to love, right? And
Exactly.
if they're not hating, you're not doing it right.
Well,
But
well,
you know,
and I was just about to touch on that subject. Right before we end the show, I was just about to touch on that because there's so much hate in this industry. I mean, it's
absolutely
everywhere, right? It's everywhere. I mean, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, it's only in the music industry." No, it's not. I mean, it's only in our industry because we know about it. We're in that industry, like the hip hop world. There's a lot of hatred going out there because it's hip hop, and we're not in that field or in that world because we're not in it. But if we were
right.
rappers, we would be in that field along with everybody, the country artists, combat sports, boxing, mixed martial arts. It's everywhere, and especially look at what you're doing. You know, you got to fight the number two boxer in the world, and she has 40 plus fights, and you being able to fight against her. I mean, how much hatred did you get off of that fight? Um,
You know, yeah. No, I just there's always going to be the negative and the positive, but in the end of the day, if you focus on the negative, like you're not gonna get anywhere, and you're just becoming just like them.
right?
I'm the type of person that I'm just like, they're gonna talk whatever they want to say. They're gonna say that's their opinion, and everyone's entitled to their opinion, but in the end of the day, they're just words, and that's their opinion. I got my opinion, and for me, I mean, I was taught to handle things with class, and so I do firmly believe like the haters are gonna hate. I just see it, cool, move on. I'm not the type of person to dwell on the negativity.
Well, and I'm the same way, Bikina. I'm the same way. So somebody calls me out on Facebook, I let them do their thing because I know exactly what they want. And it's probably reason why you probably don't have social media, because it can get hectic out there for
Right,
professionals, and of course, you got to keep up, with TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that, right? Just to keep some social media out there. But they go out there, and I know exactly what they want. They want me to go on my social media, call them out, make me look stupid, just like they are, and
right,
get all my family, all my friends to start talking mess, and then it becomes a crap show. So I kill everybody with kindness, and that's what hurts everybody. When you
right,
kill people with kindness and silence them out, that's what hurts them because they
right,
want you to fire back. They want you to respond. To me, I don't respond. I just keep a low profile. We got a lot of people checking in to tonight's show. We got the beautiful Mari Cervantes says this is big. Wow. Yes, Marty, we have a lot of big talent on our show. We have everybody. So, and this is not just going to be opening doors for La Bikina on our show. We're going to have her not only one time on our show, we might have her more times on our show with all her upcoming bouts and stuff that she does, and we're going to have her on here as well. We got Elizabeth Ramos. Shout out to you, girlfriend. Thank you for listening in. Um, Mari Cervantes says this was a great way to get your name out. Congratulations and good luck in your boxing match. And then also
thank
a good
you.
friend of mine out of Houston, Texas, the beautiful Roxanne Ruiz says hello, hen dog, in La Bikina out there, saying saludos to all of us out there. Um, no, but that's just where it's at, right?
Right.
Like I said, you're doing your thing. But here's my next one for you. Um, I know a lot of people don't. I mean, I know I don't. But when I get nominated for an award category, of course, I'm grateful to be recognized from a little city, Little Rockville, New Mexico, in the state of Texas, for a podcast or DJ or whatever it is, right? Radio personality. I'm grateful for the nomination. Of course, we don't like losing, so that's why I push and push and push the votes, right? As
Right.
for you as a boxer and a professional boxer at that, how do you handle a loss and a win? What is your mindset like for a loss and a win? What's a setback? What do you do to regroup off of a win or off of a loss?
You just learn. You learn. And I mean, oops, sorry about that. I'm a woman of faith. Sorry, my phone. Um, it's my coaches. But I'm a woman of faith, and I just leave it in God's hands. I'm that type of girl that I lose, I pray about it, and just move forward. In the end, it's all a mental game. Even when you win, maybe it's not necessarily your best performance, but you always gotta learn. And in the sport, you always have to learn each and every day. Even in fight night, you learn. And if you're not learning, you're not doing it right. And when I took my first loss, of course, I'm human. It hurt my ego, but I prayed about it. Woke up the next day. Okay, I took a loss. Didn't hurt me. On to the next one. And Usually, typically when people take a loss, they take like 6 months. I went back in the ring in 3 months, so it
Wow.
just shows the kind of person I am.
Well, the thing is like I mean, I'm gonna straight up tell you, like, Bikina, I'm a sore loser. Like, right before the show, caught some of the USA game. I don't know if it's still going on or not, but I was catching the the last parts of it before we jumped on the air here, and I am just like, how in the and I'm over here screaming, mind you, I'm like, how in the hell are we losing to Belgium? Uh,
Right.
even like last night, I was watching Mexico, and I'm just like, how in the heck are we losing to a team like I hate losing, period.
Right.
Um, I, I don't know. It's just me, but I mean, there's always got to be a winner. There's always got to be a loser, right? But what's cool for you is you take 3 months and you're back. Yeah, it hurts the soul, the work, the dedication, right? Because you're prepared for July 18th. Your family, your coaches are preparing you for this big fight, and it's at a coliseum, mind you, but they're preparing you for this fight because people from all over are going to be watching it.
Right.
Rather if they're in person, in spirit, or at home, or watching it on stream, they're going to be watching what you're doing, right?
Right.
And you're going to go out there with the big head of steam. And I'm telling you, and I put it out there earlier. You're going to go out there first round. I'm calling 15-second knockout. That's what I'm calling. I mean, no pressure, La Bikina, no pressure, but that's just what I'm calling. Um, but yeah, the thing is, we all hate losing. We all love to win because when we're winning, we're gaining that 1 inch closer to our dream, to our goal, to the big
Right.
title fights, to the big cards, not these little master cards, right? We're getting to the big cards. Um, that's what it's like when you're on a win streak. And
Right.
but you got to go in there with a great set of mind. Um, we're gonna go in there, we're gonna win, but at the same time, if we lose, we got to regroup. We got to get ready for the next fight. We got to get ready for the next one because these fights are challenging, man. Like I said, I hate losing. Period, guys. I do. I really do. When I see my name out there, I'm just like, oh my god. Hope I don't lose. Hope I don't lose. I'm crossing my fingers, crossing my toes. I'm like, dang it. But like I said, we're rooting for you here in New Mexico, and do your thing, girl. Just go out there, have fun,
Thank
um,
you.
and don't get overwhelmed. I know you got a lot of coaching to do, and you got a lot of training to do. I mean, I mean, so for this fight, what is the training like for our fans out there? What is the training like for you for this preparation for this fight on July the 18th?
It's been a good preparation, and like I said, like what happens in camp stays in camp. But I'm preparing very well. I've been training hard. I've been, just locked in, very focused. I have a small circle, and God removed people out of my life, and I'm very thankful for that. And I just been pretty much at peace this camp, and I feel motivated, ready to step into the ring.
No, that's where it's got to be, right? You got to be well motivated. And is there like some type of like a theme song that you listen to while you're punching the bags, or even like when you get to the fight night, right before fight time, there's something that you put on in your headsets, or that you go to like a little corner and you just do something that you do for each fight, or what is something that you do?
I always pray. That's one thing. Prayer is everything for me. Um, music. I listen to the kind of music. Well, I listen to any music, but whatever music that is gonna make me feel good that day, I'll listen to it. So, I mean, as of right now, I can't say what specific song I'll be listening to because I won't know until I get
Right.
there. But yeah,
No, but it'll be along that genre, or maybe some hard rock or classic rock or some little bit R&B or hip hop or
Yeah.
maybe some Tejano
Maybe
music.
like
You never know.
reggaeton. Yeah, like reggaeton, maybe most likely some, Mexican music. I'm not a big rocker. I don't really listen to rock, if I'm being honest. So rock is out of the question. But yeah, like for sure, any kind of Latino music, Mexican music.
No, it's pretty. I mean, music soothes the soul, guys. Music soothes the
Right.
soul. It helps. And probably La Bikina probably don't like rock because that's probably what a lot of boxers, a lot of MMA fighters come out to and stuff like that. But I mean, I listen to it all. I listen to it all, guys. I mean, of course, you don't see me going to the gym, but when I was going to the gym, my Pandora is like on a shuffle, so it'll play Tejano music, it'll play some classic rock. I mean, I love classic rock better than like heavy metal rock, but it's got some classic rock in there. It's got some hip hop. It got some Tejano. It's got a little bit of everything, a little bit of oldies, little bit of reggaeton, and that's just my Pandora shuffle. So I can imagine what La Bikina's playlist is over there in her neck of the woods. But like I said, guys, follow La Bikina on all the social media platforms. Look her up on all the social medias, man, and give her a like, share, follow. Once again, man, I want to put this out there one more time for you guys, man. This is happening in El Paso, Texas, man, at the El Paso Coliseum. It's going to be a great lineup, man. Box Azteca, America, man. It's going to be an awesome event, man. Awesome, awesome, awesome thing, guys. I will get with La Bikina to see where the tickets are at. That way I can post it on social media so that you guys could buy your tickets. I know we had a comment in here before we let you go, La Bikina. We had a comment. Let me see. Let me go back over here. Where are my comments at? Oh, here we go. Mari Cervantes says, "Where can we watch this match? Are they going to be streaming it? Do you know?"
They'll be streaming it on Box Azteca America.
Wow,
That's
I'm
where
gonna
it'll
have to
be
look that
streamed.
up. I'm gonna have to look that up so I can share that to all my family, all my friends out here that are wanting to watch it. There you go. Like I said, people are gonna want to watch it.
Yeah.
They may not be able to travel to El Paso, Texas, but they're gonna be able to stream the whole boxing event or see your at least your fight on the what do you call it? And
Box Azteca.
so they'll be able to see it out there, guys. And once again, La Bikina, man, doing her thing, professional boxer. How many years have you been pro?
2 years. Only
Oh,
two
look
years.
at that. She just turned 2 years pro, man. She's striving for her goals, striving for her dream. Look her up, guys. Please, I humbly do. Um, she's a professional boxer. She got a professional title. Um, is this a title fight or is this just a fight? La Bikina is just a title fight or is it just a
It's a unification fight. So yes, I'll be fighting for the UBO World and WIBA World title.
and who has that who has that belt? Are they the event has those belts or
Yeah. Yes. From my understanding, my opponent has a WIBA, and I have the Intercontinental title. So the UBO World is vacant, but we are going to unify those belts that night.
man, man, see, you want me to get in my jet already, man, and it's not even July 18th yet.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
even
1
July
week.
18th. Not even July 18th. I want to hop in my jet already, man. Man, can it be this Saturday? No, just kidding. We don't want to. But yeah, guys, please follow La Bikina on all her social media platforms, guys. And if you see some merchandise you want to buy from her, I mean, anything helps, man. Helps their gym, helps, her for travel. Anything helps, man. Or if you want to get in doing some donations to her coaching staff or whatever it is for La Bikina, man, please help her out because I want to see this young talent make it to the top. She's already at the top as a 2-year professional boxer, man, and doing big things. At such a young age, like I said, started at 8 years old, and and 2 weeks later, she was fighting her first bout, and now she's been a professional boxer for 2 years. But Bikina, I do want to say thank you. Don't want to take up too much
Thank you.
of your boxing time, your coaching time.
Yeah, it's time
But
to rest. I'm
I,
like, it's time
I know
for
I know you got a
bedtime.
big day all week long. I know you got some I know you got some
Yeah.
downtime, but you got to get ready, and then you got to get ready for another training camp, and that's a
Yeah.
lot of work becoming a boxer, guys. It's not a hop, skip, and a jump. Where hey, you got to get up and
Yeah.
go to work,
A
and
lot
then
of
go to boxing
resting.
class, and But this girl, she's talented, guys. La Bikina, is there anything you'd like to say to your coaches, trainers, promoters, people who helped you along the way? Anything that you want to say to your people out there?
I'm just thankful for everybody that is Team Bikina, my coaches, my teammates, my family, my sponsors, and my promotion. I'm very thankful for the people that are in my circle, and I'm just ready to shine July 18th.
Like I said, guys, La Bikina is going to have that one punch knockout. Minute 15 seconds. Like I said, 15 seconds first round. I'm calling it out there. Good luck to you. I hope to see you
Thank you
soon.
so
La
much.
Bikina, professional boxer. God bless you. Thank you so much. See you soon,
God
girlfriend.
bless
Thank you
you.
for your
We'll
time.
see you soon. Thank you.
Wow, guys, that's La Bikina, man. She's a professional boxer, man. 2 years in the making, man. How cool is that to be a professional boxer with the title, man, at such a young age? And of course, we don't like asking females their age, all right? We got some respect on our show. But 2 years, guys, and she's a professional. And you heard her, her parents didn't want her doing anything with boxing. And now look at her now doing boxing. Um, the next time we'll ask her, she's gonna go MMA or just keep it straight boxing, all right? That's one of the questions I forgot to ask her, but I know she was busy, guys, and we took time out of her she took time out of her busy schedule to join us. And also we were supposed to be on a little bit earlier, but we worked around her schedule. Um, I want to send a beautiful shout out, man, to Stephanie Trejo in la casa. Roxanne Ruiz, man. What an awesome talent that we had tonight. La Bikina, man. What an awesome name, man. How she got that from Luis Miguel, an actual singer. An older gentleman, man, gave her that name and said, there are some parts in the song, and I'm gonna have to look that song up, man. So once again, man, this is the event that we've been talking about. It's the Box Azteca America KP Kings Promotions Ring Wars, man. It's gonna be um Tovar Rivera, Barry Francis, man. It's gonna be an awesome, man. You're gonna have La Bikina Rodriguez, man, taking on Lyndon Muth, man, and that's going to be an awesome one, man. That's July the 18th in El Paso, Texas. We do want to see everybody out there at that event, all right? Mari Cervantes says that was an awesome. Yeah, we got a lot of interviews coming up, guys. I do want to say thank you to La Bikina for taking time out of her busy schedule. And thank you so much. God bless you guys. We'll see you guys on the show next time. And if you want to get on the show, give me a call. And once again, thank you for listening in to the New Mexico